Hmm.
Yeah, well, I feel like what happened in tonight's game was probably exactly what we thought. Denver comes out swinging. It seemed like at first Miami kind of had something in the beginning, but Denver did kind of respond. Had a 5 point lead at halftime, and then in the second half, just kind of I don't know. I just felt like they just beat up Miami to begin with from start to finish. Jokic with 21 rebounds. I felt like that was like a big point of the night. But before I continue, two triple doubles from Jokic and Murray. What did you think about the Heat's performance and Denver, the Lair? What's up?
So in the first half, the Heat, the Heat were making it happen in the first half. Like the first quarter, they responded to every single run that Denver put together. You could tell Jokic was on a mission. Like he wanted to win this game. I think he had like 10 rebounds at halftime.
Yep.
Um, I think the game was lost for Miami in the third quarter. And I'm just gonna look at the stars. Jimmy Butler didn't do enough. And Bam had 2 points. No rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, nothing but misses. As Denver piled on this 20-point lead, just like we predicted, Jamal Murray was aggressive. He set the tone. He had 20 points at the half, so I thought he was gonna have 40.
Yeah,
But
he
then
balled out.
in the second half, he was more facilitating, working hard. 10 rebounds to me, that means you want it. That's your point guard. Like that means he's here to win this game. He shot 12 for 22 from the floor. Jokic shot 12 for 21. Very efficient game from them both. Jokic had 20 rebounds. If you really look, what stands out to me is that they didn't get much from the other guys. Michael Porter Jr. had 2 points. Um, Aaron Gordon had flashes, but Aaron Gordon only had 11 points.
Yeah,
Christian
flashed in
Braun,
like the first quarter for sure.
setting the tone. Christian Braun was probably the best role player, the best other guy. No, I'll still say Aaron Gordon because Aaron Gordon played really good defense. But KCP was anemic. Bruce Brown didn't do much. 1 for 5, didn't do much. They literally lost to those four guys. Murray, Jokic, Gordon, and the rookie. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was an interesting night. I felt like in the beginning Miami kind of had control of the flow of the game,
Mm-hmm.
but as the game went on, Denver, surprise, surprise. I don't know why Eric Spoelstra was kind of fooled by this. Denver elects not to rest Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic in the second. They played through that second quarter. I felt like Miami was kind of backpedaling. Jimmy Butler to me looked gassed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo, I mean, he definitely had a lot going for himself in the first half, but
First
I
half he
felt
was.
like the minutes that were given to Jamal Murray, 45 for the night out of the 48, of course, 44 from Jokic, those two players just playing the high usage rate. Dude, I would love to see how many pick and rolls they had tonight or give and goes and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much put Miami to bed with that same duo all night. And I felt like Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon were kind of asleep, mainly because of the attacking Jokic and the attacking Murray. I thought it was going to be something that would hamper them, but it actually played well if you think about the defensive effort of Aaron Gordon. And then down the stretch, you get the energy off the bench from Christian Braun,
Mm-hmm.
15 points. So it was a lot from Miami to take in. I feel like this series is pretty much exactly what it is. I feel like Denver just decided to just say, we're just going to beat you with our best two players and see what you guys do. And as Miami made adjustments, bench guys like Christian Braun, just energy guys filling the gap, especially in that zone, really ate up Miami. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be the tone for game four as well. But yeah, that was pretty much my take on the night.
I do think.
I don't know. I don't think Miami really has a response. Especially we talked about before the game too. Role players versus the stars in Miami. The role players didn't show up tonight.
Well, something Spo did that I did not like.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like Kevin Love and Duncan Robinson only played. Kevin Love played 16 minutes. He hit 2 threes, 6 points,
He
two
played
rebounds.
so good in the beginning
I,
too.
I don't understand it. He gave Caleb Martin 30 minutes. Yeah, Caleb Martin had a moment where he scored 8 points in like a 2 minute span, but then he did nothing else after that. What's his name? Duncan Robinson was 3 for 6 in 14
Not a
minutes,
bad night.
50%. No, no, he hit three threes all in the second half, all when he gave him minutes. Like I don't understand why he
But
doesn't let these guys play.
and that's what I said. I feel like when Denver elected to keep Murray, keep Jokic on the court,
Hmm.
Spoelstra did not trust to have those guys on the floor like that. Or I shouldn't even say on the floor, but let's just say running the offense through these players like Duncan Robinson and Gabe Vincent and stuff. I know Gabe Vincent was probably in foul trouble, but Jimmy Butler gets 24 attempts. Bam Adebayo gets 21 attempts. They go 18 for 48 from the field. Whew,
That's not
it's a
gonna cut
lot.
it. That's not gonna
It's
cut it.
it's a lot of attempts for two guys that going into this game. I said it on the Miami side, role players versus your stars. Your role players have been getting you the wins when you've
Hmm.
beaten the Nuggets and also even against the Celtics. But now you kind of go away from them in game three.
Robinson literally saved them game two. He's one of the key pieces to that fourth quarter domination in game two. So I don't know. I think it was a little puzzling to see Caleb Martin out there for 32 minutes, Kyle Lowry out there for 30 minutes. It was just a little weird for me.
And
Um,
the minutes, I'm not too fine. I'm not upset with the minutes, but can we get Caleb Martin 12 attempts, 15 attempts? Just a little bit more.
more shots. I don't know if I don't know if this is gonna is if this is Caleb Martin's series, man. He just hasn't been as good as he was in Boston or even in New York. Um, hey,
The
we
bright
had
lights of the finals could be the reason why.
we had Denver winning this series, and this is what they're doing. We'll see what happens game four. I think Miami will have a different approach. I'm looking forward to seeing Jimmy Butler being more of a playmaker first and then attacking. He only had 4 assists, which is his low for this series. While still getting his 20 points. I think that's the recipe for them. And just trying to be more
Miami has
efficient.
to play together.
Hmm.
Miami has to play together to win this
Hmm.
series.
That's the only
They
way.
can't. They can't have Bam getting 21 and Jimmy Butler 24 attempts on the same night.
Bam, 21 shots, 22 points. You're not going to win a game that way.
I
You're not
mean,
gonna
I
win.
guess it looks good for Pat Riley who's sitting in the stands, but that's not going to get it done.
Hmm.
Anything else you want to add, I guess, before we move on?
No, no, that's all I had about the Heat, about the Miami Heat. We'll
Eight.
see game three.